I started back in about 1987. I was getting a paper round, and my parents didn't want me to do that, and then I liked animals, so I thought I'd go down to Epsom, which was just around the corner, and I was working there as a stable hand, and I've always wanted to be a horse trainer. It started there, and I just had the passion for horses. I wanted to be a horse trainer. I decided in 2000, and I was pre-training at the time, and I was actually at Graham Gathercole's property out in Murdoch, who I now train for privately, and I asked him if I could train horses there, and he actually gave me a couple of horses, which that started me off. I was a public trainer for quite a few years, and it's always a struggle, doing your own business, trying to get owners and staff and everything like that. And I kind of like got style of training. I trained for about 10 years like that, and then Graham asked me could I train a couple of horses, and yeah, it's blossomed from there. Graham, he's very patient. He lets every horse have its chance, and that's that's great, because it just gives me a chance to wean out the good ones from the bad. Whereas public training, it's a bit different. You have to make sure get the horse going as quick as possible, because of these syndicates. You've got so many people to try and keep happy. Whereas Graham, I can sit down and we can explain, go through each horse, and he's really patient. We have 10 acres here, right opposite Mornington track for the race horses. It's essential to be on track, because we used to just have the farm, which is 400 acres, and that's a good environment, but if you have to cart the horses to the track every morning, I think it takes quite a bit out of the horse. I think my success with the strike rate is just make sure I choose the right races. That's why I did miss the spring. I pretty much train, say, 6 months of the year going to the races, and the other 6 months I dodge, which is the autumn and the spring. So, and if I do get a horse that's good enough for the carnivals, I'll eventually get pushed in there. But every horse, I think you should start and just go through their grades. And if you see a lot of my horses, they've won 6 or 7 races, because I've made sure they go through their grades. You've got to balance your family and your work, because I think mentally it helps as well. I used to just be 24/7 horses. I think mentally it gives you a bit of a break from the horses, and it gives you a distraction, and then when you go back to the horses, you kind of like got a fresh way of thinking about things.